Man in general, if reduced to himself, is too wicked to be free. Those who realize their folly are not true fools. In war, then, let your great object be victory, not lengthy campaigns. Only one who devotes himself to a cause with his whole strength and soul can be a true master. For this reason, mastery demands all of a person. Better the comfort of a lie than the absurdity of the truth. If those at your top are weak, your bottom will be rotten. The tragedy of life is what dies inside a man while he lives. I finally figured out the only reason to be alive is to enjoy it. Challenges in life can either enrich you or poison you. You are the one who decides. Never let the fear of striking out keep you from playing the game. You will do foolish things, but do them with enthusiasm. What is important is not what you hear said, it's what you observe. To bear and not to own, to act and not lay claim, to do the work and let it go, for just letting it go is what makes it stay. You have made the moon, the jester said. That is the moon. I kept always 2 books in my pocket, one to read, one to write in. It's not what you are in life, but what you make of it. But only he who, himself enlightened, is not afraid of shadows. If you wait by the river long enough, the bodies of your enemies will float by. I will continue my path, but I will keep a memory always. A kind gesture can reach a wound that only compassion can heal. I'm a greater believer in luck, and I find the harder I work, the more I have of it. Your sacred space is where you can find yourself over and over again. Everything you do doesn't have to be seen or heard. I quote others only in order the better to express myself. Your preciousness lies in your essence. It cannot be lost by anything that happens. I shall allow no man to belittle my soul by making me hate him. If I had it all to do again, there would be more bodies. Heard melodies are sweet, but those unheard are sweeter. A fool despises good counsel, but a wise man takes it to heart. All is mystery, but he is a slave who will not struggle to penetrate the dark veil. Where the army is, prices are high. When prices rise, the wealth of the people is exhausted. Our moral economy went bankrupt long before our financial one. I'm always doing that, which I cannot do, in order that I may learn how to do it. Learning without thought is labor lost. Thought without learning is perilous. Beware of the small things. A small leak can sink a great ship. Everything changes in my life, and the world stays the same. Your time is limited, so don't waste it living someone else's life. My only advice is to stay aware, listen carefully, and yell for help if you need it. Never curse a fall. The ground is where humility lives. The more you face challenges, the less you fear them. Everyone who got to where they are had to begin where they were. It isn't where you came from, it's where you're going that counts. The worst part of being okay is that okay is far from happy. Start writing, no matter what. The water does not flow until the faucet is turned on. If you make a mistake and do not correct it, this is called a mistake. A kingdom that has once been destroyed can never come again into being, nor can the dead ever be brought back to life. You can measure the size of a person by what makes him or her angry. Invincibility depends on oneself, the enemy's vulnerability on him. A single death is a tragedy. A million deaths is a statistic. An opinion should be the result of thought, not a substitute for it. I'd rather hear an ugly truth rather than an obscure lie. The only time you fail is when you fall down and stay down. I always felt like you had to be important to have enemies. Life is a bittersweet journey, my friend, a bittersweet journey. Unthinking respect for authority is the greatest enemy of truth. We have 4 problems: overthinking, trust, share, love. Our attitude toward life determines life's attitude towards us. Take care of your body, then the rest will automatically become stronger. To realize that you do not understand is a virtue. Not to realize that you do not understand is a defect. With regard to narrow passes, if you can occupy them first, let them be strongly garrisoned and await the advent of the enemy. Those who do not think about the future cannot have one. Success usually comes to those who are too busy looking for it. It's not what you look at that matters, it's what you see. To become a lifelong reader, one has to do a lot of varied and interesting reading. We all have the beast in us, Bill, and it is up to us to control it. Man is an animal who has to live in a lie in order to live at all. Fear defeats more people than any other one thing in the world. Done is better than perfect. After all, if you run far enough, no one can catch you. We have to speak the truth always, at any cost, and no matter what. A wise general makes a point of foraging of the enemy. A seed neither fears light nor darkness, but uses both to grow. Stay quiet about your goals. Soon your results will do all the talking. Genius is measured not by static volume, but by kinetic vision. Deeds will not be less valiant because they are unpraised. Some people look for a beautiful place, others make a place beautiful. Therefore, just as water retains no constant shape, so in warfare there are no constant conditions. Nothing truly valuable arises from ambition or from a mere sense of duty. It stems rather from love and devotion towards men and towards objective things. The storm is what they threw at me. The hurricane is what I became. My fear was not of death itself, but a death without meaning. Truth is neither objectivity nor the balanced view. Truth is a selfless subjectivity. It's not whether you got knocked down, it's whether you get back up. A person who never made a mistake never tried anything new. This is your life, and it's ending 1 minute at a time. Everything that is done in this world is done by hope. When you walk in silence, your excellence will always speak for you. You get what you focus on, so focus on what you want. Our lives can't be measured by our final years. Of this I am sure. A clown on a throne is still a clown. A king in rags is still a king. There are routes not to be followed, armies not to be attacked, citadels not to be besieged, territory not to be fought over. In making tactical dispositions, the highest pitch you can attain is to conceal them. You know you made it when your friends tell their friends that you are their friend. No matter how safe and beautiful it is, a cage is still a cage. Don't react. Cut them off silently. Don't share your personal life with anyone. Do not let anyone have anything that could harm you. Everything has its beauty, but not everyone sees it. The superior man understands what is right. The inferior man understands what will sell. When deeds and words are in accord, the whole world is transformed. Once you realize you deserve better, letting go will be the best decision ever. Attack where he is unprepared. Sally forth when he does not expect you.